1027 WNEW.
All right, Joey, just listen. You wouldn't in a heartbeat?
No, I'm giving up black women. And what I mean by that is, I'm never starting.
That's not a Lent.
Listen to her.
She turns me off, man.
Just the opposite. I thank her for bringing back soul music.
However, I would like a nice white chick with an afro so I could finish off in it.
Didn't you think soul music was out of our lives, Fez?
Yeah, you would think so. You think it'd be done. Boy band, maybe some rap, that'd be about it.
Right.
And then we're done.
I thought this thing was gone like the rotary phone. And actually, do you kind of miss the rotary phone, just that good feeling of sticking your finger in it?
You know what I always like best about the rotary phone?
Yeah.
Was like the last number you were dialed, and it was as it was spinning back, just that feeling of knowing you got the last one in, and that kind of countdown. You heard the dial coming back, and
Right.
as soon as it was back in place, your phone call was going through. I always love that. Could you even, would they even let you have one now?
I don't know if anybody has one. I mean, does the old one still work?
Right, I mean, I doubt you could have to buy an antique one, but is it going to fit? Is it going to work? Yes, Hawk.
My dad still has one. Sometimes when I'm feeling like I want to relive the past, I'll go over and pretend I have to, just visiting him and pretend I have to make a phone call just to feel like the thing go around and hear it and everything.
Hawk fact.
Good times.
All right, so your dad still has his original rotary phone?
Really?
Yeah, yep.
When did they start and get rid of them? During the early 80s?
Yeah, I think so. Early to mid-'80s around
Wow.
here.
Now, I guess if you call some places like an airline or something, they'll still say in their recording, if you have a rotary phone, please stay on the line.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's for the people out in Montana.
I want to yell, if you have a rotary phone, I'd like to buy it from you. But now, I bet to a kid, a rotary phone looks like, remember when we used to watch Andy Griffith's show and they would actually have the switchboard?
Oh, right.
Hello,
yeah.
Clara?
Right.
Hello, Clara, it's me, Andy.
Mother worked on one of those for so long.
And that was in your own house.
Right. And telephone company. She made up her own telephone company. 877-692-1027.
You know, there's a lot of things they did away with, Fezzy. I don't even see the reason why.
Because they were so good?
You know, I mean, when you had glass bottles and replacing that with plastic bottles, it's crazy.
Right, yeah. When you had a Coca-Cola when you were a kid, it was always in a glass bottle, not a can or any of this plastic stuff.
What about glass bottles of milk? Did you have those?
My grandparents did.
Those?
Over at their house. We go over there and see that.
We used to have glass bottles that the guy would bring to us, and they were great, man. They would be cold as hell.
Nice. Father talked about how if it was too cold outside, it would freeze, and they'd want that icy part off the top. The children loved it as a treat.
That was his...
if they had two nickels to rub together, they would have been dangerous.
Right, but I still... what happened with the rotary phone, though? Who makes that the decision? No more rotary phone. You don't get one.
Yeah, who makes that call? Literally.
I like this one. What happened when you had a car, and I see this on rentals all the time, too, and it always freaks me out. You don't get the full spare tire when you get a brand new car now.
Right, because they'll tell you have that little spare, and they call it a temporary spare. So what you're really saying is time bomb.
Yeah.
You know, you get a good 100 miles out of this temporary spare. All right, what if I go 101 miles? The car's just going to fall apart at that point?
I don't think it's going to make 100.
It's like, here's a time bomb to strap to one of the wheels.
It looks to me like a lifesaver. Here, put this on. You ever see it on a car?
It's so embarrassing if you get a flat tire and then you're tooling around on that little spare.
You actually should just blow up a condom and wrap it around the tire. Here is Kevin. Hey, Kevin, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Kevin.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
Yo, what about those old tins that Band-Aids used to come in? I used to use them for everything.
Those things were great, man.
Yeah, put pencils and all that junk.
What do Band-Aids come in now? Because that's how often I buy.
A little
Now they come
paper,
like-
cardboard box, stupid thing.
Cardboard nothing.
Yeah, when you were a kid, you used to keep your the Band-Aid box would be like your pencil holder at
Sure.
your house.
Oh, forget about it. That was like your bank, your pencil holder, your everything. Those
You
things
could keep
were.
your treasure in there.
Yes, it was.
All right, that's good. Now, somebody should tell the Band-Aid people,
Right.
we want the big tin cans back. Stop
letter,
effing
guys.
with us. We're not playing games.
Every now and then, I have trouble finding those wooden stick Q-tips. They have those little flimsy ones. I
Yeah.
don't even know what they're made out of, but I like jamming that piece of wood in my head.
Yeah, it's
Wait
just
a
cardboard with wax around it.
Right. I like the wooden stick.
When he said that, Fez, he was pointing at your head. He said your head is just cardboard with wax around it.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
Let him go. It's not worth it.
You're dead, Pooh. Sorry.
Hey, John, what do you miss?
Hey, John.
Hey, what's up, boys? Big
Yeah.
ass 13434.
All right, buddy.
Hey, remember those cable boxes with the long cords so you can never lose them?
The cable boxes with the long cord.
Well, they would be attached to the TV,
They'd be attached-
and then you would
Oh,
pull the
okay.
whole thing across and
Right.
sit on your lap. And they were huge.
Right,
Remember
okay.
how big the cable boxes were, the early ones?
Yep.
It was like you're sitting there on the Starship Enterprise. You're running a soundboard.
You never lose the remote.
No,
All right,
All right,
see you
see
later.
ya.
Do you
My
miss
problem,
antennas?
you know, my problem is, Fez, when I turn on my TV, between my TV, my TiVo, my DVD, and my cable box,
Right.
I've got 4 different boxes sitting next to my chair at all times. And I don't know which effing one turns which.
And if you lose one, they're all screwed.
Right, you're effed. I have to tell people, hey, don't go and touching any of the converters. I'll kill you.
I don't care what a universal remote calls itself. It's not.
It never works. I've
It
never
does-
had a universal remote work.
It doesn't handle everything, ever.
And if I knew how to program on one of them, do you think I would have problems with the ones I have already?
877-692-1027. All right, Ronnie, remember this in the car?
Yeah.
Where if you wanted to turn on your high beams, it was something you had to hit with your foot. It wasn't on, like, the turn signal. It was that button.
Yeah, sure.
It was that button down there by your left foot.
They were great. I had an old car with one of them.
Yeah.
I had a 69 Cougar, and I felt like I was hitting nitrous or something on the floor.
It's fun.
You just
It's fun to pretend while you're behind the wheel, isn't it?
bang the nitrous. Yeah, that is true. And it blows now. Cars kind of blow.
Right.
I mean, that last Caddy commercial that ran during the Super Bowl. Do you want the new Caddy they're pushing or the old one they wheeled out?
Yeah, right. I'm like, I want the old one. What is that piece
Give me
of crap?
some fins. I want a huge, gigantic car taking up 3 lanes.
When they rolled out that little tiny Cadillac for that commercial, they should have just finished it with Cadillac. We apologize.
You know what they should have said? Any of you young kids, you'll never get laid in the car. There's not enough room.
For you and your date. Forget about it.
Hey, Vince, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Vince.
How you doing?
What can we do for you, Vince?
I miss those pull rings on top of the cans. I miss putting them in the can and drinking the soda and swallowing it and cutting up my whole throat.
Well, remember what you used to have to do is then take it, stick it in the can, and turn it around.
Right.
So you kind of made a safety feature yourself. Because every year, a certain amount of people would guzzle down the ring and die.
Mm-hmm. Get it caught right in their fat gullets.
Yeah, that happened to me once.
Gulp, 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 gulp. All right.
Tab ring and esophagus.
This on the instant feedback from Andreas. No, not from Andreas. He's got something stupid. Let's go on to RJ.
Sorry, Andreas.
said the thing he misses are big ditto machines in school.
Oh, they rocked.
Yeah, unless you were the one that had to make them. Then you ended up with ink all over you. But as far as smelling anything, what an early high that was for kids.
That was nice because they were always so warm, too. You'd hold it to your face.
Why were they warm? Because they were running through that machine?
I guess so.
The ditto machine
They were warm and they smelled
with a
fresh.
hand crank?
They're basically paper and ink cookies.
Right.
They came out warm and smelling delish.
And take a big hit off it and sit there being high in second grade.
That is excellent. 877-692-1027.
Here is Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Scott.
What's up, fellas? Still wait on my big ass card.
All right, pal.
Know what I miss? Those Welch's grape jars with the cartoon characters on them. You save them, use them as a glass.
You would actually be able to use them as one.
I had all of them. I had Tom and Jerry, the Flintstones. I had everything.
They're the Archies.
Now, those things have got to be collectibles, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I have them all over my house. They're the best. I really want those again.
All right,
There are new ones on, like The Simpsons.
Yeah. I'll tell you this.
Honey, take the ones you got, put jelly in them.
I don't know why, but why does iced tea taste better in a jar anyway?
That is excellent. Out of a mason jar?
If you get even those, they make jar glasses now.
Yeah, with a handle.
It keeps everything colder. I don't know whether it's because it's got a little lip at the top.
It just seems like so much more. Even though it's the size of a glass, it feels like you're drinking a jar of tea. So good.
Hey, Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I miss the radio buttons in the car. They'd be really hard to push. You'd like break your hand off.
I used to pretend they were a piano.
I miss that feeling like ka-chunk.
Yeah, I know. Your dad would always catch you changing the stations because you're going, "Arr!" You got the two thumb action. Get me top 40.
And then it was always, I can't get this radio back the way I wanted it, because then it was the knobs.
Sure.
You know, too, and you'd have that little line that went up and down the dial. Oh, your father kill you. You took it off his station.
We're talking about things that you miss. Here's one from Allie. She says, I miss Joe Poo being nice to me.
Oh,
I don't.
oh.
Boy, that was a huge mistake we made introducing those two, Fez.
Yeah, I miss it, too.
Effed up.
I miss it, too.
Hawk, you tried to talk to them Friday night. Anything work out?
Yeah, Hawk, after your drinking competition on Friday, you tried to have a sit-down with Allie, Joe, and for some reason another girl.
Yeah, no, they didn't listen to me. For some reason, they ignored my wild and
God.
I missed the chokey.
Get him a beer.
I think Billy would have a better chance
didn't listen to me.
assaulting. I
miss drunk Hawk. Honest Hawk, as he's known when he's drinking.
Sober as a church mouse, he can't say two words. Can't put two words together.
All right, Foundry Music Dragon says, I miss the old WWF. The new one is all talk and no good matches. Dragon, you only think that if you remember what wrestling used to be, it was 100 squash matches every Saturday.
Right.
You never got two stars wrestling against each other.
It was S.D. Jones going out there and laying down to Big John Studd every week.
If you were lucky enough to get an S.D. Jones, it was more like Hulk Hogan against Jerry Pendleton.
Rusty Brooks.
You never got a good match in those days.
A good match.
If I had an S.D. Jones, Fuzzy, I was up and screaming.
An S.D. Jones or an Iron Mike Sharp were your best chances.
And the underdog never had a cool costume. He was always into Speedos and the bad boots.
Bad boots, and he was from Jersey.
And no music.
And a mullet.
And was always standing in the ring before the other guy was announced.
Right.
He didn't even get an introduction. He went out there in his mullet, his sweatshirt, and would literally try to stand up on yeah, you're going to beat the Tonka today. It's going to happen for you, you dumb F.
Sure. Go out there and eat if you were lucky, you were a jobber, you got to put on a mask and just be the masked marauder for one Saturday afternoon.
Hey, Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, it's Mike Tyler's teacher. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, Mike.
You know what I miss? Dangerous toys. Toys that actually killed kids. I got 4 of them right here.
All right.
Number 1, remember lawn darts?
Sure, I remember lawn darts.
That'll go in a calf muscle.
Exactly.
But still, was it not a good sport?
I'm sorry, Uncle Fred. I planted one into your spine. Sorry about that.
In my neighborhood, little Tommy Nevitt always went home with a lawn dart in his leg.
Right. And number 2, remember
baby.
Remember slip and slide?
Slip and slides were great, yeah.
I mean, but now, today, you can't have people going full tilt, slamming into the ground, you know what I mean?
Well, there'd always be that broken Coke bottle underneath the slip and slide that nobody noticed.
Number 3 was, I don't know if you guys always had some kid in the neighborhood who had a trampoline.